It almost looks like a little pocket knife. So you just take this apart, flip it over here, use a coin, and they do have expansion packs, and I've got one right here. So pick one of these up. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at kind of one of those practical gadgets that you can actually use daily and really improve, I don't want to say your quality of life, but definitely a thing in your life that you come in contact with every day pretty much. And that's a way to organize your keys. You have a keychain that looks like this, or a keychain that looks like that, maybe worse, maybe a lot more keys than this. I'm kind of got it cleaned up quite a bit, but you know, I have keys in my pocket, I have keys for work, I have keys for home, I have keys for cars, I have all sorts of keys, and they're just like everywhere, and they're always in my pocket weighting me down, and it doesn't do your ignition any good in your car. If you've got a key in the ignition and you got like a ton of keys and it's weighing it down, that's not good for your ignition. It's not. And so here's a way to organize your keys and make them easily accessible and not so cluttered and in the way. And that's this device from KeySmart. And we'll be taking a look at this. Handmade in the USA. There's a little more information on them. Get keysmart.com. Go to the website. I'll have a link in the show notes. So what we have here, it almost looks like a little pocket knife. So you just take this apart, flip it over here, use a coin just to unscrew these little screws, and then this comes apart, and then you can start adding keys. Then you just stack them. And once you're done, you just put them back together and you're good to go. Now I've taken 2 keys off my ring, and as you can see, I can just flip them out and then flip them back in, and you can do this with a lot of keys. Now the limit is really going to be based on the key type, and they do have expansion packs, and I've got one right here. So pick one of these up and we'll open it up and I'll show you what how this expansion pack works. It's simply allowing you to add more keys. Makes it thicker. So here we go. These are all there is in the little expansion pack. These here. Now there's a screw, a little bar in here as well that allows you to keep going more and more up. But these little washers, they look like they just go in here and they'll put some spacing in between your keys, and you can continue to stack up the ladder until you've got all your keys that you need on here. And again, it's going to vary by key, but I've seen some of these solutions getting about 15, 20 keys on these things easily, and you've got them all, like I said, organized in one nice little, kind of looks like a pocket knife kind of thing, and they just fold out and they're at your disposal. So this is a really cool solution. Now let's go over the negatives. And there's not a lot of them, but it's just a negative, and it's going to be everyone's negative with this. If you have a lot of keys like this, this is not going to work for you. These oversized car keys with the key fobs built in, not a good solution for that. If you have little odds and ends on your keychain, like I have tile, so I can find my keys if I lose them, not going to work for that. I have a Nomad. This is one of those traveling lightning cables that I have with me at all times. Not going to work for that. I have a fob for work. Not going to work for that. Now it can to a degree. You see this little loop here. This is where you can actually connect it to a keychain or connect little things like that to this. Let's look at another thing. Like I said, these key fobs like this, not going to work. These storage things like this, these will work. You can actually get these kind in there. So you can actually store USB dongles in there, and especially if you got the kind that look like keys, like maybe the lacy key, you can get some USB storage in there. They're going to take up about the room of like 2 or 3 keys though, so it's going to you know, shorten the amount of keys you're going to be able to get on here, but you can do it. So anyway guys, that is the KeySmart, and this is a definite organizer for your keys, and one of those practical things in life that you can use to reduce your keys and your clutter and keep them all in one spot and keep them looking nice. This just looks good. It's very cool. Again, I'll have a link in the show notes where you can pick one of these up. Highly recommend it. Actually, I'm going to put more keys on there. The ones I wanted to bring down here, like I said, these won't work. These won't work because again, these are like these big car keys. And this one doesn't really even have the key fob attached. It's just a big key, and I just didn't want to put it in there. Look at the thickness. Maybe you could. I elected not to. It's just too big. So those kind of keys, they're not going to work. But again, if you're one that has a lot of these like little house keys, shed keys, padlock keys, anything like that, bingo, this is for you. Awesome little device. Not very expensive at all. Very practical. It's going to do it for you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscription to the channel, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.